Ladies and gentlemen, we are honoured to welcome His Excellency Mr. Mashiev, the Minister of Natural Resources, Ecology and Technical Supervision of the Kyrgyz Republic, who will deliver the government keynote address.
Good morning, esteemed participants of today's event, respected colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Ministry of Natural Resources, Ecology and Technical Supervision of the Kyrgyz Republic, I would like to extend a heartfelt greeting to all participants of the MINEX Eurasia 2025 International Forum. The format of this forum has proven itself to be an effective platform for discussing the state and trends of the global market for mineral raw materials and metals, as well as the prospects for their future development. Experience from previous years has shown that MINEX serves as a platform for dialogue between industry professionals and international investors. Here, new ideas are born, partnerships are formed, and important decisions are made to foster industry growth. This platform contributes to the exchange of knowledge and strengthening of partnerships. Taking this opportunity, I would like to especially mention and express my gratitude to the organizer of this forum, Arthur Polyakov, and his Advantix team for their fruitful collaboration. The development of the mining and metallurgical complex is one of the strategic priorities for our country. Our country is one of the leaders in the region in terms of mineral reserves, possessing significant mineral and raw material potential, which determines the particular importance of the development of the mining industry for the national economy. Thanks to the tireless work and high professionalism of several generations of our country's geologists, over 1,000 deposits and ore occurrences of various types of minerals have been discovered. Approximately 200 of these deposits have been thoroughly studied during exploration work. Among them are deposits of precious coloured, rare earth and black metals, which have acquired particular economic significance in the context of the dynamic growth of the global industry and the increasing demand for strategic resources. Our country boasts rich and diverse mineral reserves, playing a key role in the development of the national economy. The main types of mineral resources include gold and silver, copper, tin, lead, zinc, antimony, rare earth metals and tungsten, as well as underground, fresh mineral waters, coal and non-metallic minerals. This wide range of mineral resources creates significant potential for further sustainable development of the mining sector and attracting investment in exploration and processing. As is well known, critical minerals are strategically important raw materials that play a key role in the development of the modern economy and technology. Critical minerals are an integral component of low-carbon and green technologies. The modern transformation of economies in many countries is driven by the need to adapt to the challenges of climate change and the rational use of natural resources. In this context, ensuring access to critical minerals, transitioning to sustainable development models, and integrating and globalizing supply chains become particularly important. These processes are shaping new priorities for international cooperation and creating opportunities for sustainable economic growth based on green technologies. Currently, the Kyrgyz Republic is developing a strategy for the development of the sector of critical minerals, aimed at creating a sustainable and competitive industry. The main emphasis of the strategy is the development of the extraction and processing of rare earth elements, attracting investment, introducing innovative technologies, taking into account economic and social and environmental aspects, ensuring transparency in the use of subsoil and investment, minimizing the impact on the environment, and maximizing benefits for local communities living near mining facilities. The implementation of this strategy will create conditions for the effective development of critical minerals in accordance with the principles of sustainable development and responsible subsoil use. We have defined 21 critical minerals from 2 sources with promising volumes and content in the ore. Within the analysis of mineral and raw material potential, 4 priority projects, 5 most promising deposits, and 16 prospective areas for further study and development have been identified. These objects, in our opinion, will be of significant interest to investors and international partners and possess a high potential for the development of the strategic sector of critical minerals. The approach to forming a list of critical minerals and assessing the resource base of the Kyrgyz Republic consisted of 3 steps: global lists, presence in the Kyrgyz Republic, and sizes and their concentrations in the ore. Ultimately, 21 minerals with promising volumes and ore content were determined. This is all indicated on the slide, the next slide. The Kyrgyz Republic has significant and promising reserves of rare earth elements, concentrated mainly in the Kutaysay II and Kalsay deposits. The projects are being implemented by a state-owned company that is actively promoting initiatives to develop the sector of critical minerals. The deposit is characterized by high content of rare earth elements, molybdenum, bismuth, lead, zinc and silver, which creates the basis for the development of processing capacities and attracting strategic investors. The state company is open to cooperation with reliable and long-term partners interested in implementing modern technologies, ensuring environmental sustainability and effective development of the mineral resources of our republic. The deposit of rare lands and polymetallic deposits. This Kalamjaytskye deposit of tuff is located in the south of the country, in a developed economic area, on an area of a mining lease, Kalamjaytskye Combine. There are confirmed reserves of the State Commission for Reserves of 83,000 tons. The deposit has significant reserves of titanium magnesium ores, as well as other minerals. The object consists of 5 places, 5 prospective minerals. One of them is the Sandki non-Phily deposit. The deposit is located in the Jumgal district. It has significant reserves of claystone. The development of the Sandk deposit is considered feasible in a complex implementation of a joint project for the construction of a 1,200 megawatt power plant and the construction of a metallurgical complex. The next object is the northern Aktash, also located in the south of the country, and for the processing of ore and the production of concentrate, proximity to existing processing enterprises can be used in future activities. The Kyrgyz Geology State Enterprise has a valid license for uranium mining until 2042.
The
The next are 5 promising minerals. This is the large iron deposit of Gen, one of the largest iron deposits in Central Asia, located in the Rinsky region. Forecasted resources are 5.4 billion tons of iron, with an average content of 32%. Exploration work is currently being carried out by the Kyrgyz Geology State Enterprise. The deposit is of strategic importance for the development of the metallurgical industry and the export potential of the country. The Sokilsky region exploration area is free for investment. It contains lithium occurrences, rubidium, tin, beryllium, and indium. The potential of the area confirms the possibility of creating an industrial base for the production of lithium raw materials for the needs of energy and electric mobility. The next claystone deposit is Zardalek, Katrambas, and Karangalin. A total of 3 deposits contain aluminum, more than 200 million tons. These deposits have significant potential for the development of processing capacities and the creation of projects with high added value. The next 16 prospective areas have high-interest exploration resources. All this is indicated on the slide. I will focus on the main deposits. This is the Delbek-Tutek deposit.
Я остановлюсь по основным месторождениям. Это Дельбек-Тутек называется. Это месторождение
This deposit contains niobium and tantalum. There are currently confirmed reserves of tantalum pentoxide of 86,000 tons. Buldereg, reserves of lead 200,000 tons. Karabulak, reserves of lead. Oital, there are 2 sites. These are lead reserves, also about 1.5 million tons. The next slide is taxes and payments in the field of subsoil use. And in the slide are the main taxes. These are bonuses, which are paid upon receipt of the right to subsoil use.
Это единовременные платежи, которые платятся при получении права на недропользование.
Royalties, corporate income tax, VAT, and social and general taxes.
И общие налоги. Экологические и регулирующие
Environmental and regulatory payments. They consist of fees for waste disposal, fees for emissions and discharges, fees for the use of water resources, and an effective overall tax burden of 25 to 30%. The next slide is how to obtain a license for the right to subsoil use. All the procedures for obtaining a license are indicated here. They are identical to those in our neighbouring countries. The next slide is the creation of a legal entity and the preparation of a package of documents. Currently, several projects are being implemented in the country. We have dozens of international investors working here who are jointly developing large deposits with state companies and separately. In general, more than 100 mining enterprises operate in Kyrgyzstan, including major international companies.
Альянс Алтын,
If I list the main
это
ones, they
российская
are Allianz
компания,
Altin,
разрабатывает
a Russian
крупные
company that is
месторождения
developing a
золота.
large gold deposit.
Казминералс,
Kaz
это
Minerals, a
казахстанская
large
крупная
Kazakhstani
компания,
company,
значит,
we
у
know
нас
it is developing a gold and
работает
copper
золото-медное
deposit.
месторождение. У нас есть крупная
We have a
государственная
major
компания,
state corporation,
корпорация
the MTR
пунктов
Gold
сбора,
Corporation.
разрабатывает
It is
месторождение
developing a
золота
gold
с
deposit
запасами
with
тысячи тонн.
reserves of 1,000 tons.
Есть другие крупные компании. Это
There are
турецкая
also other major
компания
companies,
Cengiz
such as the
Holding,
Turkish company
компания Zijin
Cengiz
Mining.
Holding,
Это
Zijin
крупная
Mining,
китайская
a large Chinese gold
золотодобывающая
mining company, and
компания. И
Stuart
в
Architect
лабораториях
and
мирового
Alfred
уровня
Knight.
есть Stuart SA, Architect и Alfred H. Knight. Это подтверждает
Which
привлекательность
confirms the
Кыргызстана для
attractiveness of Kyrgyzstan
долгосрочных
for long-term investments.
инвестиций. Уважаемые
Dear participants, we
участники,
invite you to active
приглашаем вас
cooperation
к
and
активному
the joint
сотрудничеству в
implementation
совместной
of
реализации
investment
инвестиционных
projects
проектов
on the
на
territory of the
территории
Kyrgyz
Кыргызской
Republic.
Республики. Наше министерство
Our
готово
ministry is
оказывать
ready to
всестороннюю
provide
поддержку на
comprehensive
всех этапах
support at
реализации
all
проектов
stages of the
и
project
создавать максимально
implementation and
комфортные,
create the most
безопасные,
comfortable,
прозрачные
safe,
условия для
transparent
инвесторов.
conditions for
Кыргызстан
investors.
обладает значительными запасами, геологическим потенциалом и благоприятными для вложений в горнорудную отрасль. Желаю всем
I wish
успехов,
you success,
продуктивной
productive
работы и
work,
новых
and new
возможностей
opportunities within our
в рамках
cooperation.
нашего сотрудничества. Добро
Welcome to the
пожаловать в Кыргызскую
Kyrgyz
Республику.
Republic. Thank
Благодарю
you
за
for your
внимание.
attention.